So, okay, so we were in the previous, video. What we have learned that when you got the English text, okay, you had Sipa Mowsoof and then as a Mudah combination. Now we have Arabic text. Hayatuna ad-dunya. Okay, I don't translate, don't jump. So when you analyze the text here, okay, you have Hayatuna first. Okay. Now what is this Hayatuna? What is this combination?
Mudaf ilayh.
Yes, it is first of all, if you see, it's ism. Okay, number one, Hayatu is ism. Okay, and you see Hayatu plus na. You see Hayatu. You have Hayatu. Okay, then you have plus attached pronoun na. Correct? So mudaf combination. Why? If you see this Hayatu, it is it has no Allah on it. It is light, and then you see na attached pronoun na, which is majroor. Right? So you got correct guess. It is mudaf combination. Nice. Now when it is mudaf combination, okay. So how will you translate it?
First mudaf, second mudaf ilayh.
Yes. So hayatu means living. So this is hayat means living. So you'll say our living. We'll say our living. Okay. But hold on, don't translate. Then you have ad-dunya here. Let's see what this word is doing here. What is it? Is now ad-dunya? Is it ism first of all?
Yes.
Yeah. It's starting with al, right?
Al.
Perfect. Now let's see if it is ism. Let's see whether it is all the properties are matching with this mudaf. Correct? This word. This attached pronoun is okay, leave it. This is not a word, attached pronoun, so we will not measure with this. So let's see whether it is attaching, getting matched with this hayatu, mudaf. If you see hayatu, what is the status of hayatu? What is its error? It is what?
Marfu.
Now, ad-dunya. What is its status? Actually, if you see, it is ad-dunya. This is ya, then plus ya. It is ending with alif maksura. If you remember, I have taught you mabni, like non-flexible words. What are non-flexible words? Can you give me one example? Two examples.
Musa, Isa.
Yes, exactly. So non-flexible words are those which end with alif maksura, alif mamduda, right? Though they don't show any kind of, they don't show any kind of sound in marfu, majroor, and mansoob, right? They will be marfu, they will be majroor, they will be mansoob, but they don't show any kind of sign, right? Now, if you see dunya here, this ya is alif maksura, is ending with alif maksura, and now question is why it is marfu. You may be asking me why it is marfu, why can't mansoob? As it is not showing sign of marfu, mansoob, majroor, so how can you conclude it's marfu? Now, if
based on Mowsoof.
No, that's one. No, not based on. One thing is, if there would have been before harfi jar here, then I would have said, okay, this majroor, right? If there would have been inna, anna, that harfi nasab somewhere before, I could have concluded this is mansoob. Okay. So by default word is marfu. By default word is marfu. Unless and until harfi jar comes before it or harfi mansoob comes before it. Okay. Okay. So this word is marfu. Right? This is marfu.
Yes.
You can see this is hayatu and dunya matching with marfu. One state. So what states is ticked? Go same. One property same. Now second, hayatu, living. Okay, this is single living, right? So singular, ad-dunya singular, right? Then you have what is the gender?
Masculine.
Sure.
Hayatu, tu means a feminine.
So it's not.
Tawal marbuta.
What about dunya? So whether it is singular, masculine or feminine, what do we do? Word is by default masculine, right? There are 6 reasons for a word to be feminine. There are 6 reasons for a word to be feminine. Can you tell me what are those?
One is tawal marbuta, ending with.
Okay, very good. Is it ending with tamarbuta dunya?
No.
This hayatu is also not ending with tamarbuta right now. It is hayatu. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, both are no.
Okay. Second.
6th reason.
Then Arab said so. As per Arab said so, it's also not coming in that category. Okay, next. Biological feminine. It's not biologically feminine, right? Ummun, uktun, bintun, bakaratun. Body parts in pairs, like ears.
Pairs.
Then non-human broken plural. Non-human broken plural, like masajid, kutubun. It's not. Then you have words ending with tamar. This one, tamar, you said. Words ending with alif maksura or alif mamduda.
Okay.
Right? But then it should have 3 words, 3 letters before it. Like I give example of kubra. So you have ka, ba, ra, then ya. So 3 letters. So in this case, it is there. So it's not. So it is dal, noon, ya, then ya. Correct?
That means it's a masculine.
Yeah. So we are not actually getting any clue for it is
Feminine. It is not any clue for feminine.
yes. So what then? What does it mean?
Masculine. Masculine.
So all the 4 properties getting matched, right? So you can see here, then this is sifa of hayatu. This is sifa of hayatu.
Hayatu.
Now, how do you translate them? Dunya means world. Worldly. Dunya means worldly. So how will you translate this now? So what do you translate first?
Our worldly life.
So
Our worldly life.
you'll always translate first what?
Shifa.
So you will say our, then you will say our worldly life. Or you can say like this, if you want to make it in a appropriate manner, like in the way we had done. So let's do it that way first. So you will say worldly life of ours. You will translate first sifa, then mudaf ilayh. And to make it very easy English, you will say our worldly life. Okay. So far understood properly. So if I say like this, one more example I will tell you, then inshallah we'll end with these examples. Zambuka al-azimu. Okay. Zambuka al-azimu. Now let's go one by one. Okay. You have Zambuka. What is this combination?
Muzaf ilayhi.
It is Zambu plus Ka. It is Zambu plus Ka. Ka is attached pronoun. Okay. And this Zambu, if you see, it is not having al on it. It is light, so it is mudaf. And Ka is mudaf ilayh, right? Then you have al-azimu. Now let's see what al-azimu is, whether it is matching with all the 4 properties with the Zambu. It is Morifa, Marfu, and this is also Morifa, Marfu, right? Correct? Right? And then
Yes.
second, this is singular. Okay. This is
Singular.
Singular. Correct? Third,
Correct.
this is masculine. This is also masculine. Because femininity का कोई वो नहीं रहता, मतलब इसमें sign है, no sign. This is Morifa. Why it is Morifa? Because it's mudaf ilayh is Morifa, right? All the pronouns
Yes.
are Morifa, right? And this is Morifa because al is on it. So all the 4 properties are getting matched. That means this and this must be what? Sifa. That's why how when you read, inshallah, when you go read the words of the Quran, you have to analyze. You cannot jump simply, conclude here only. You must go a little bit before also it. There might be it's somewhere it's sifa. There might exist the sifa of the mudaf somewhere in the sentence, because mudaf sifa mawsoof can be separated. They can be mawsoof will be somewhere and sifa will be somewhere else. Okay, so azim means greater, and zambu means sin. So how will you translate this now?
Your greater sin.
The great sin of yours, right? And if you make it plain English, normal, you'll say your great sin, right? Okay, so I hope these examples you can do more and more. So let's actually go to the Surah Fatiha. As per the Sifa Mawsoof is concerned, we didn't get time. We'll just take 10 minutes and then we'll wind up, inshallah. So Surah Fatiha, A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajeem, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. The Sifa Mawsoof is literally, in action in Surah Fatiha, if you see, inshallah. Now you have Bismillahi. So Ba plus Ismi. So what is this combination?
Screen is not showing the Quran screen.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Let me share it. Okay, you're able to see now?
Bismillah.
Okay. Now you have Bismi. What is this combination? Bismi.
Jar
B
majrur.
is a harf
Jar,
jar.
harf jar.
Ba harfi jar and Ismi, right?
Harfi jar.
Ismi is a sound because of harfi jar. Okay, now Bismi. So Bismillahi. Ismillahi. So what is this combination? Ismillahi.
Mawsoof sifa.
Mawsoof sifat.
Mudaf.
It's a
Mudaf, mudaf
ilayh,
ilayh.
right? It's a mudaf ilayh. It is Ismi Allahi mudaf ilayh. Ismi, you see, Bismi, there's no Allah on it. It is light, and
Ismu
Allah.
Allah.
This is
Ismu Allah.
Lafzul Jalala is what? It is majroor. So it is mudaf ilayh combination. Now you have Ar-Rahmani, Ar-Rahimi. Now question
It's a
is,
Mawsoof sifa.
now Ar-Rahmani, Ar-Rahimi, why they are majroor? There is no harfi jar before it. Why they are majroor? That's how you tackle it. Okay. Now for the word to become majroor, I had told you one of the reason. For a word to be majroor is you should have harfi jar before, immediately harfi jar before that word. Like Ismi, it became majroor because immediately before there was ba, harfi jar. In case of Ar-Rahmani, Ar-Rahimi, why they are majroor? There is no immediately any harfi jar before it. Okay. Another reason.
Allahi is mawsoof here.
Yeah, another reason could be these things can be mawsoof, sifa of some before of some mawsoof. These things can be sifa of some word which might have come before. And that word might have the same status. And if you see the lafzul jalala, you see it is having a sound. Oh, that means these two words might be the sifa of these lafzul jalala. Now let's not only conclude, let's actually go forward further. We cannot conclude only on the basis of status. All the four properties should match. Now, first property, status is getting matched. Number one. Number two, let's see second, three properties. Singular, this is also singular, these two words. And then you have masculine, all masculine. Then you have Allahi, lafzul jalala is mu'arifa, and these are also mu'arifa. Why? Al. That means these two are sifa of Allah. Now, how will you translate this? You will say with the name of
Most
Allah.
merciful, most gracious Allah.
very good. So when you translate, I told you
Because
that
you said
translation
sifa
first,
should come first in translation, right?
you should always bring sifa first. So what you say is, you say with the name. Now here, if you see, let's go back to the Quran. If you see here, you have these sifa jo hai, it is sifa of what? Mudaf ilayh, right? It's sifa of mudaf ilayh. correct? But not mudaf, correct? Sifa of mudaf ilay. In earlier case, what we have learned here, in this case, this was sifa of what? Mudaf. So what we did is we started first sifa, then we went the mudaf and mudaf ilay. In this case, you have mudaf ilay, then it is sifa. So what we do is you translate first mudaf and mudaf ilay. But when you translate when you start with mudaf, but when you translate mudaf ilay, as mudaf ilay is not alone, it has sifa. So you will translate first sifa of mudaf ilay. Understood? Okay, let me see if I can copy this here. You are able to see my another screen, this one?
Yes, yes, yes. We can see. You can put it in the word pad, then and then split it. Then we can easy to understand.
Okay, this is okay now here?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. I don't know why it's not coming here. Anyways.
Why you cannot see the word screen?
You're not able to see this keyboard screen? I'll do
Yeah.
one thing. Okay. Let me hold on. But hold on. I'll do one thing. I'll put everything in share. Okay. Now you're able to see?
Yes.
So you have mudaf ilay, right? Ismi Allah. Then, but you have for mudaf ilay, you have two sifas. Correct? So in this case,
Yeah.
what we do is, in earlier case, what we had mudaf ilay, then we had sifa for mudaf. Right? We had sifa for mudaf, correct? Not mudaf ilay. So what we used to do is, we used to start with sifa of mudaf, then we go for mudaf, then translate mudaf ilay, correct? In this case, we have mudaf ilay for what? Mudaf ilay. We are sorry, sifa for mudaf ilay, not for mudaf, correct? So in this case, what we do is start with, so we'll say with the name. We start with the mudaf, right? Then we have to say of, with the name of. Now we have to translate what? Mudaf ilay. But mudaf ilay is not alone. It has sifas, right? Whenever you
So
translate
first-
sifa mawsoof, you will, in translation, you will always translate what first?
Sifa first.
Sifa.
Sifa first.
Okay, very good. Now, how did you translate that in this case? So you will say,
The most merciful, the most
what is my Ar-Rahman?
the most gracious,
The most gracious, huh? The most compassionate, the most merciful.
Allah.
Say the most gracious. It's a loose translation though. The most
Merciful.
Allah.
compassionate Allah. You see? SubhanAllah. If you go in the translation, see how he has translated. He has translated like this. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. So no grammatical linkage here. And it's this because he cannot do like that because it's just a translation. But grammatically, this is not a translation. This is not at all perfect translation grammatically. It's wrong. Okay, but for a meaning point out, it's okay. Now you are students of Arabic, so you should take care of this. So you'll say with the name of, you first translate sifa, the most gracious, the most merciful Allah. Can you imagine the beauty of this? How Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has started Surah Al-Quran. Allahu Akbar. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when he introduced himself, he didn't say with the name of Allah, the most. He didn't introduce himself by Allah. He introduced himself with his one of the best attributes, one of the wonderful attributes. Then he gave his name. So with the name of most gracious, most. So he gives you. Imagine if you. I can make you simple. We can make it simple for you. For example, if you say, he's a merciful. You say he's a person. You say he's a person who is merciful.
1 minute. For 5 minutes, Lando.
So if you say he's a person who is merciful, right? It's one sentence. So let me write it down. If I say he is a man who is very merciful. This is one sentence. But another sentence I'll say he's merciful. He's a most merciful
Man.
He is very merciful.
Man.
Can you see the difference? What is the difference here? As far meaning is concerned, it is same. But what is the implication? Like what is the eloquence? What do you get from the two?
He is a very merciful man is good.
Yeah. So when you say he's a very merciful man, you are first of all introduce his attributes. When you introduce the attributes of person, then a person, okay, it is unique, it is mind-blowing. Then you will have different kind of feeling in your heart when you translate, when you give person's first attribute, then he mention his name. But when you mention his name first and then mention his, this, that is not having that impact. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this fragment, he introduced first of all, he introduced his attributes first before he introduced his name. So Allah told us here, you see how Allah, gave his introduction. He said, I am most merciful, most gracious. SubhanAllah. So now tell me, can we be hopeless? Can we feel hopeless from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Can we have that kind of hopeless situation at any time, at any cost, even if we did anything in this world? Right? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with this even fragment, with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, even itself, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us, opened the doors of mercy and the more doors of, hopeful situation for us, that at every time we should never feel hopeless. Whether you are sinful, whether you are in distress, okay, he's Ar-Rahman, he's Ar-Rahim, Allah. So he's Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, Allah. He's not Allah, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim. He's Ar-Rahman, Allah, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, Allah. SubhanAllah. Correct? Now this is one only. Inshallah, when we go a little bit beyond in Surah Fatiha, and then you can imagine, inshallah, the beauty. So this should appreciate from the Bismillah. Whenever you recite Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, please ponder upon it and see the beauty, feel its beauty in your heart. And whenever you get distressed or you are in a situation where you try, Shaitan tries to make you hopeless, remember this Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. He's Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, whatever be your situation, okay, never ever lose hope, because he's Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So I think we will, inshallah, today wind here. Tomorrow, inshallah, we will again continue. So if you have questions, please feel free to ask, and otherwise we'll wind up.